Hey now, happy Thursday. Good morning, PASW staff, clients, and friends joining us. So we had vacation on Monday, so we didn't do film scoring this week, but I thought since we have a class today and tomorrow, we're going to re-look at an assignment today and then your results tomorrow from a few years ago, because we've been doing this for a few years. So no new assignment, but I do want you to watch this film scoring Monday class of Chariots of Fire that we did a few years ago. And then tomorrow, I'll introduce it again. We're going to see your results and see how far you've come. So let's go back and retake a look at the assignment. But no need to, there's no assignment at the end of this class, just so you know. But we're re-looking at the work we've done. So let's re-look at Chariots of Fire. So the scene we are going to score this week is either you've seen the scene and heard the music, or if you haven't seen the scene, you've definitely heard the music. It's famous. It's been spoofed forever and ever and ever. It's funny, but we're going to be talking about the famous music and the scene in the Chariots of Fire, the 1981 British historical drama film, based on a true story of these two athletes. And just take a look at the scene and you'll know the song. So here's what's interesting about it. It's very popular, right? I mean, people use it for anything. And it was composed by a Greek composer, Vangelis. He won Best Score for the Academy Awards. Here's the interesting thing about it. It's a period piece. It takes place in 1924 Olympics. Why would you use a synthesized film score? It seems like counterintuitive. Wouldn't you use music that sounded like the time, the 20s, jazz band or Dixieland or something like that? No, Vangelis says, I got a great song. I have a great synthesized way of orchestrating this thing using synthesizers. We're going to go with this. So, it's one of those times where it's like you think, sometimes thinking the most obvious choice is okay, but then you think, well, what if I flip it and do what's not obvious? That can sometimes lead to brilliance, right? Where doing something unexpectedly, where it's like, well, I should write period music for the 20s, but what if we do an electronic score for this? So it doesn't really make sense. Of course, it makes sense because it doesn't make sense on paper. When you hear it and see it, it's like, of course, this music is perfect for this scene of them running on the beach, and it bookends and the movie, so it comes in at the end too. But it's such a great song. It's hard to not. I'm sure the director was like, yeah, I mean, we got to use it. Sorry, I don't care if it doesn't sound like the 20s. So he writes a modern score for a period film. It's a bold departure, because usually period films have these huge orchestrations. We look at Out of Africa. That great score by John Barry. It's a huge sweeping orchestra, and that works beautifully. Here it's just different. One's not better than the other, but I think what Vangelis did was kind of throw like a little curveball in there and say we can still use the synthesizer and an electronic score in a period film, and it's going to be it would. And the theme is just so iconic and used forever. So. Now that we know the theme, it's time to get the theme out of your head. So let's watch this. I've taken away the music, obviously. I've put in some running sound effects and some beach sounds. So take a listen to this. Sounds a little different, right? So they're still smiling, but let's see if what you guys come up with. See if we can make something different. I mean, you can find something that sounds similar to the score, or you can go completely off the beaten path and go completely, have fun with it. It's such a catchy song, but let's try to score this one. This one might be a little tough because, but remember like last week we had kind of 6 different submissions, and all 6 were made the movie go off in a different direction, perhaps. And the same with Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for Friday. So have it into me by Wednesday at midnight, and I'll score it and embed and then on Friday we can watch what you guys came up with. And I will post the scene after this class of just the assignment, so you don't have to watch the class again. So can't wait to hear what you guys come up with. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for participating. Honestly, the more you just either email me or post a link below and say, I want this in here, and I'll take care of the rest for you. So all you have to do is literally, find the right song, click on it, send it, and I'll do the rest. Okay, love you and miss you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you Tuesday for a very special class. Okay, take care. Bye. So that was a few years ago. So that was the assignment. This was one of the first assignments we did for film scoring. And so tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to show you your results that you did a few years ago. And that's, we're going to revisit that. So have a great rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye.